Welcome back, everyone, to another second stimulus package and second stimulus check update. And guess what? For the first time in weeks and weeks on end, we have in our hands a brand new proposal. Today is Wednesday, December 2nd, and you heard that correctly. For the first time in a long time, we have a bipartisan centrist bill from a group of centrist lawmakers. Now, this package is considerably larger than what Mitch McConnell and the Republicans would want, and it's quite less, though, than what the Democrats are hoping for. So we're going to be looking at everything this package entails of, what the features are, and we'll be giving a current state of affairs as always. And speaking of new things, we've had some new subscribers hop on board in just the last recent days and weeks. So I just want to say that I appreciate every single solitary one of you. I appreciate everyone who watches my content, getting value out of it, and continues to support me and my channel. If you have been enjoying my content, all I would ask in return is just go ahead and smash that like button. Just give the video a big thumbs up, smash the like button. And if you are brand new here and you have not already, do consider hitting that subscribe button as well, the big red button, the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell. That will just notify you every single time I do make a new video. I post videos now every single solitary day with no exceptions and no excuses. I never make an excuse not to upload a video, at least one of them a day for you guys. So if you do respect that, just go ahead and do those few aforementioned things for me and we can get right on board and start diving in. So what do we know? A bipartisan group of lawmakers in Washington have released and unveiled a brand new stimulus proposal, something nowhere near along the lines of Mitch McConnell's $500 billion package, the narrow targeted bill, but also nothing along the lines of the $2.2 trillion package that the Democrats are hoping for. This is an attempt to resuscitate failed talks and get a package passed before the end of this year. And even President-elect Joe Biden is saying that he would not mind and would like to see a package go through before the end of this year, before he steps into office. Now, who makes up this bipartisan group of lawmakers? Well, let's take a look at the peanut gallery. We have Senator Joe Manchin, Democrat from West Virginia, Senator Mitt Romney, Republican from Utah. We have Senator Rob Portman, Republican from Ohio. We have Senator Mark Warner, a Democrat from Virginia, among others, and also along with the bipartisan members of the Problem Solvers Caucus. If you do recall, and we covered it right on this channel, as you know, I cover everything and anything stimulus. So we covered it on this channel when the bipartisan group, the Problem Solvers Caucus, unveiled and unleashed their own proposal, but that did not advance or make any strides. So what does this plan include? Does it include unemployment benefits? Does it include money to state and local governments? Does it have anything talking about an eviction moratorium? Does it include another stimulus check? Well, you get another stimulus check with this package. We're going to be looking at all the features and elements of this package. Before we do, what is Senator Mitch McConnell, Republican leader, saying about this proposal? Is he in favor of it? He's going for $500 billion. This one is $908 billion. Only $408 billion more. Doesn't sound like too much, so you would think maybe he would give in. Well, don't shoot the messenger. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has already rejected this proposal. He's already turned it down, shot it down. He said, quote, "We just don't have time to waste time." Meantime, he's the one that's wasting time rejecting all these proposals. And he told reporters about the $908 billion plan put together by partisan members of the GOP-controlled Senate and the Democratic-held House, that he said a must-pass spending bill and pandemic relief provisions will all likely come in one package, quote, and Congress needs to approve funding legislation by December 11th to avoid a government shutdown, as we know. He's still uber stringent on his targeted relief bill for $500 billion. He does not want to do a nickel more, which is very unfortunate, being that this is the latest and probably the last proposal we'll have for 2020. I don't think we're going to get another proposal this month in December. I think this is the final one. And by the time the year ends, Biden will be in there and we'll have to start negotiations once more. Okay, so what are the features of this new proposal? Well, this bill will include $288 billion in small business aid, such as the PPP or Paycheck Protection Program loans. You will see $160 billion in state and local government relief. You will see $180 billion to fund a $300 per week supplemental unemployment benefit through March. Rather generous to put it through March. And of course, that's half of what the Democrats are hoping for. They want to extend that $600 that expired back in July. So with this, you're only going to get $300. That's in line. That is in line with what the Republicans are looking for. They're calling for $300 in supplemental unemployment benefits. In addition, you're going to be seeing $16 billion into vaccine distribution, testing, and contact tracing. It's going to funnel $82 billion into education. It's going to put $45 billion into transportation, and it would allocate funds for rental assistance, childcare, and broadband. Those miscellaneous items include $25 billion for rental assistance, $35 billion for healthcare workers, and additional funding. This framework, according to Mitt Romney, only includes $348 billion in new money, with $560 billion repurposed from March's CARES Act. So we still have those funds left over. As Trump said we did months ago, he's been calling for lawmakers to use those funds that have not been touched yet. And it's designed to tide the economy over between the end of December, when a number of key CARES Act provisions expire, and March 31st, 2021, after President-elect Biden takes office, the lawmaker said at a press conference on Tuesday. Does this include another stimulus check? Unfortunately, this bill does not mention a second stimulus check. That would likely be separate legislation. It does offer temporary federal protection from coronavirus-related lawsuits, which is a provision that Democrats have opposed, while states determine their own laws. One of the members of the congressional group that's behind this package basically called it an interim package, in his words, to provide support until President-elect Joe Biden does get sworn in on January. He said, quote, in an interview on CNBC's Squawk Box, he has said, quote, if there's one thing I'm hearing uniformly, it's Congress, do not leave town for the holidays, leaving the country and the economy adrift with all these initial CARES Act programs running out. So the success of this bill will likely depend on whether or not members of the House and Senate are willing to put forth a brand new bill in just the next 2 weeks before it's time for the holidays. We already know McConnell's stance, but where does Pelosi stand? Well, according to Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin, he had said regarding the new bipartisan framework, quote, we have not had assurances from either leader that they would support the proposal. So we haven't even heard from Pelosi yet of whether or not she would be into this. The attempts from these lawmakers are greatly appreciated to have a new package passed before Christmas and the holidays, leaving so many Americans, millions of Americans, struggling and suffering. However, the fact that it does not even include a second stimulus package, which we know has bipartisan support, is quite ludicrous. Even if this package were to be passed and it did have Republican support, it would make Republicans less motivated to then pass another package that would include something like another stimulus check. We're definitely in a tough spot right now. This is not an easy position for lawmakers to be in, because we're still awaiting those 2 Georgia runoff races, which will determine so much. It will really determine the fate of whether or not we see a sizable stimulus check with everyone included, as well as a great deal of unemployment benefits and so much other funding for other areas. What are your thoughts on this brand new package? Do you think it should be passed, or do you think we should wait at this point to see what happens with the Georgia runoff races and ultimately Biden stepping in? Or do you think we have to get something rushed right before the holidays, right before Christmas? We can't have Americans go off to see their families, or perhaps stay at home with their families and have no relief and see no new hope. Let us know down below in the comments. We'll keep the discussion going. But that is the package that we have. This was just a preliminary stimulus package update. We will have more videos coming for you regarding this proposal, maybe if we do get another proposal, and all other stimulus updates coming. This is definitely a crucial turning point now that we have this unveiled package. This will probably rekindle some negotiations and talks. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it does make some movement and perhaps even move the needle in our favor. I do appreciate you watching. If you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, smash the like button as always. And if you would like to see more videos on my channel, hit that big red button, the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.